morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're tuning into this video or to my channel. And before we proceed, I would like to request you all to please like, comment, and subscribe. If you could try to turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time I upload a new video. So I recorded this video so that I could try to recommend some movies that you could watch this weekend. I'm going to recommend movies that you have probably not seen, you have probably not heard, or you have watched multiple times, and wala lang, re-recommend ko lang sa inyo to rewatch again so that you could have a fun weekend, bonding with your friends or family or whoever you are with. If you're alone, as long as you're okay in your house, in your home, hopefully this would be a very helpful video for you. And thank you so much for watching this. Okay, so the very first video on the list is 1BR. 1BR is a thriller and drama movie. I believe it was released 2019. Yeah, this movie was released in 2019. Rotten Tomatoes reviewed this with a 82% rating. So medyo mataas siya for me. The reason why I always rely to Rotten Tomatoes is because 90% of the time they go with whatever I think of the video. Parang kung ano yung rating ko sa sarili ko, ganun din yung rating nila. So 90% of the time medyo nagja-jive kami ni Rotten Tomatoes. That's why I'm going to use that as a recommendation or a rating for each video or each movie that I will recommend to you. So 1BR. 1BR is directed by David Marmor. This movie stars Nicole Bryden Bloom. Medyo siguro hindi kayo familiar sa kanya kasi wala din siyang medyo movies na nagawa na medyo alam natin. So, but she's a good actress. It also stars Giles Matthey. You probably saw him in True Blood and Once Upon a Time. They are both TV series. And also it stars Taylor Nichols. You might have seen him in Jurassic Park 3 and Godzilla. Siguro extra siya doon or whatnot. About this movie, the story of this movie is it's about a girl, a woman, na nag-move in siya sa isang apartment. Sobrang perfect na apartment complex. And eventually, ma-find out niya that there's something wrong with the people living in that apartment complex. Basically, doon nagra-run yung story. So from finding out what the real reason is why certain things are happening habang nandun siya sa apartment. Usually, may mga movies na pag hindi natin kilala yung actors, medyo ang awkward at cringy nung pagka-acting nila. But this one is different. Although the acting is not the best, they are good enough for this movie. Kasi wala tayong kilala ni kahit sino. At least for me, wala ako masyadong kilala sa movie na to. Pero when I watched it, okay naman yung acting nila. And the movie is good for me. Yeah, it got 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, so hello. Then let's go to the second one. I would recommend a movie to you called The Bodycam. It's a body space cam. Yeah, it's referring to camera na naka-attach sa sinusuot ng mga police officers sa United States. It's a horror mystery thriller, and the Rotten Tomatoes had rated it 44%. So, okay na for me. So this movie is directed by Malik Vital, and it's starring Mary J. Blige and Nat Wolff. Okay, so ang plot ng movie na to is about a police officer, si Mary J. Blige, named Renee, na na-realize niya na yung every death or bawat namamatay ng mga police officers nakakilala niya, medyo disturbing yung way of death. Hindi worldly, kumbaga kakaiba yung pagkamatay ng mga police officers na to. So, eventually, makikita niya yung mga footages from the body cam, from different cameras like CCTV. Siya lang yung mga makakakita ng mga paraan kung paano namatay yung mga kaibigan niyang police officers. And the entire movie would run about Renee chasing out the reason behind the deaths of his police officer's friend. So there's going to be mysteries that will be uncovered, plots that will probably shock you. The only thing that I can say about this movie is at the first few parts, medyo akala ko siya sci-fi movie kasi kakaiba yung pag-atake nung supposed to be villain doon sa police officer. Akala ko kasi parang siya, akala ko robot yung yung pumapatay, pero eventually you will find out that it's something supernatural. Don't worry, it's not gonna give out the plot. It's It's in the trailer actually, if you check the trailer out later on. I would recommend you watching this movie on a weekend. It's fun to watch. Okay, the third movie that I will recommend is not that new. Medyo cult classic na siya, and the movie is Scoob, which was released in 1985. Yes, that is the year that I was born. Right, so this movie is a comedy, crime, and mystery. If you have already watched it, I believe you already know this. Rotten Tomatoes rating is 62%. And this is directed by Jonathan Lin, starring Aileen Brennan, Tim Curry, Madeline Kahn, to name a few. So marami pang ibang actors and actresses involved. The plot is 6 people secretly invited to a mansion for dinner. During their stay in the night, hosts na nag-invite sa kanila were actually killed. The entire movie just runs on them finding who the real killer is, kung sinong pumatay dun sa kung sinong pumatay dun sa host. This movie has multiple endings. To name, there are 3 endings to this movie. That's why medyo na-curious ako nito. But just a little fact on this movie. When this was released, way back in 1985, each theaters where this movie was shown was given different endings. So there's just one ending nung pinalabas to. But if you go to different theaters, iba-iba din yung ending na mapapanood yun. So it's just a fun fact for me. It's a really funny movie. It's very, very classic. It's fun to watch. Yun lang talaga. I'll recommend it for you to watch on a weekend, or if you don't have any work, or you're just staying at home, you can watch it right now, right after this. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and comment. Alright, and the next movie that I'll recommend is 5 Feet Apart. Diba? I know some of you have already watched this, so yeah, just a recommendation. Probably it deserves another rewatch for you. Okay? So sa mga hindi pa nakakapanood, it's a drama romance, and the Rotten Tomatoes has rated it 53%. Movie directed by Justin Baldoni and starring Haley Lou Richardson and Cole Sprouse. So yeah, the plot of this is it's about 2 teenagers with cystic fibrosis. They met in the hospital and fell in love. Of course, it's a love story, romance. And though their disease means they must avoid close physical contact, 6 feet distance away. So basically, they needed social distancing, which is very relevant sa panahon ngayon. Hindi siya nagkaroon ng ganun impact sa akin kasi dahil siguro medyo younger generation yung bida. Pero yeah, it did make me cry. It did make me cry. It made me cry. Siguro medyo may mga times na medyo mababaw yung script. Sometimes the acting is medyo awkward, but I think it would still pass for your weekend movie taste. So medyo pag matagal mo na siyang napanood, it could mean like it deserves another rewatch. Or kung hindi pa, I recommend you watching it on a weekend. So there you have it. And the last one that I would recommend for you to watch this weekend is Scoob. Why Scoob? Scoob is just released this year, 2020. It was released on some online platforms, I don't know what specifically, and it's also theatrically released. I'm not sure, may mga open bang theaters sa US recently this May. And this is an animation, adventure, and comedy. The Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 52% rating. Directed by Tony Cervone, stars Will Forte, Mark Wahlberg, Jason Isaacs, and I have pre-read this, and I believe Zac Efron had voiced one of the characters, and also Amanda Seyfried. Yeah. The plot of the movie is basically Scooby-Doo and the gang and the friends. I think this time they're sort of still solving mysteries. That's what it is. They are there for. Someone wants the ghost Cerberus released into the world. If you don't know, Cerberus is he's a 3-headed dog guarding the underworld. Iyan yung planong i-unleash nung villains. As Scooby-Doo and the gang, or Mystery Inc. friends, as they go into trying to stop that plan, they discover that Scooby-Doo has a destiny that will help save the world. If you love Scooby-Doo, you'll notice probably some yung voice actors. It's kind of different than what you have been used to hearing in the older Scooby-Doo series, but they're close enough. Yeah, especially yung bosses ni Scooby-Doo, yung bosses ni Daphne, ni Fred, and especially Velma. Velma has this distinguishable classic voice, pero dito medyo iba na yung bosses. But hindi naman nawala yung excitement ko sa movie while I was watching it. I actually loved it, and I did not imagine, or I cannot imagine myself crying to a Scooby-Doo movie. Diba? I don't know. Hindi ko lang. Siguro mababaw lang ako, but siguro if you try to watch this, there will be some emotional scenes that you have to deal with. So kung mahina yung puso nyo, you're probably gonna have your asses crying out. Ayun lang, there are some parts as well. Siguro ito yung struggle ng movie na Scooby-Doo eh. In the past, usually pag naghahabulan na sila with the villains, minsan sa cartoons medyo funny nakakatawa, goofy and all that, but ito yung struggle ng movies eh. Instead of it being that, para siyang nagiging action. So buti na lang medyo natatakpan din siya nung mga silliness ng mga characters overall. So medyo hindi naman siya naging totally action. It's still fun, a very fun movie, a heartwarming movie about friendship. And it started with the young Shaggy, young Scooby, and the young Mystery Inc. And kung paano daw sila nabuo. And the only thing that remained classic here is the Mystery Inc. van. And the rest is totally sobrang bago. Robots, spaceships, and all that. Yeah, parang sumusunod just a new generation. So there you have it, guys. I hope you like all my recommendations for today. If in case you will be watching them, after watching them, you can come back to this video, comment, and tell me what do you think about these movies. Is it worth the watch for our other YouTubers? Or if not, please do go to the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share. If you can share, please subscribe as well. Turn on the notification options. And again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, you have a great day. Stay safe all the time, and peace out.